They say a plague is a punishment from God, and in 1518 the people of a German town thought that might be true. It started with a single woman dancing in the street. No one paid much attention. A little while later, a few more people joined her. Still, no one thought much of it, but then dozens of people started dancing, and it became clear this was no ordinary dance. These people were writhing around on the ground, kicking and screaming. Some bit their own tongues off, others danced until they had no more strength and simply collapsed. And even after they collapsed, some never woke up again. The town's priest watched in horror as people dropped dead right in front of him. He tried to stop the dancing, but no one would listen. They wouldn't stop dancing even for God, and it wasn't just a religious fervor. There were young girls who had never even heard of God, yet they too were overcome with an urge to dance. The dancing plague, as it came to be known, lasted for weeks. During that time, over 400 people died. Many more were left paralyzed or with severe mental disabilities, but there was no sickness to be found. No one could come up with a cause for the dancing plague, and so they turned to a cure. The most common treatment for mysterious illnesses at the time was a good old-fashioned witch hunt. The authorities rounded up 72-year-old Frau Trophäa and her 55-year-old daughter Ursula, both of whom had the misfortune of living on the outskirts of town and being somewhat, shall we say, eccentric. They were taken to a nearby river and drowned. But sadly, this didn't stop the dancing plague. In fact, it seemed to make it worse. More and more people started dancing, and soon almost everyone in the town was affected. Entire families would collapse in the street, victims of the dancing plague. The town was in chaos, and so the priest had an idea. He decided the best course of action was to dance with the people, to show them that dancing was not all that it was cracked up to be. So he joined in, and sure enough, after dancing for a whole afternoon, he became the first and only victim of the plague to ever recover. But no one knows why the dancing plague struck that town. Some say it was God's punishment for the sins of man. Others say it was the devil himself who cursed the town. But most scientists agree it was probably just a bad case of mass hysteria. Stay tuned for more strange stories.